Hi James, how's it going?
Hi, how you doing?
Obviously through to another cup final at the weekend. Just looking back on that, you've obviously been in countless cup finals with Celtic, but does it ever get any less special for you reaching those occasions?
No, not at all. I think it was really that's the first time we've been at Hampden this season, and it was a new experience for some boys, and obviously like I've played there a few times, but it was still not. It's still what you look forward to. Like even the manager said, it's you get to a semi final, you get to finals, and you get to go to like the national team stadium, and like the fans turned up amazing the other day, and we were obviously delighted to manage to get into the final.
That was the type of game that the manager said afterwards that it was maybe not so much about the football and more about the commitment and the attitude of the players. It's something he's spoken about so much in his time at Celtic. Is there anything in particular he does to try and drive the standards in terms of just the character and the players having the right attitude going into every single game?
Yeah, I think it's important. Like the amount of games we play in every competition that we're in, we're expected to do well. And we want to do well. So obviously, like a cup competition, sorry, is obviously it's one-off games. No matter if you're playing teams in the divisions below, they can sometimes be difficult compared to like maybe league games. So I think it's just to make sure that he's always making sure that everyone's like on it every game, but especially like cup games where bad decision or things can go the wrong way, and it's just for everyone to stick together and make sure you're getting it and go into the next round.
James, it's St Mirren tomorrow night. They are the only team to have beaten Celtic in the league this season so far. Is there a wee bit of revenge on the cards tomorrow, do you think?
No, I don't think revenge. Like obviously, like fair play to St Mirren. I think they've done really well this season, and I think they're unbeaten at home. I think someone said as well. So no, it's a different game. That was a few months ago. It was a different team we had out, and whoever plays tomorrow, I don't think that game will be in the back of anyone's heads. I think, especially that the manager won't let that happen. He'll just make sure that no matter who we're playing tomorrow, if it was a Champions League game, a cup game, league game, he just makes sure that everyone's whatever 11 he picks and the subs to come on that are ready to go and do what he expects us to play like.
Can I just ask you as well, it'll be 3 months this weekend since VAR has been introduced to the Scottish Premiership. As a player, what do you make of it? Do you think it's made the game better? What's your overall opinion on it?
I think well, obviously you see all the top leagues, and everyone's using it. So I think them getting it into Scotland is a good thing. It's positive, but I think everyone has to kind of understand that it's going to take maybe a wee bit longer to maybe get the decisions right, and so no, I think it's work in progress, and as I said, I think it is a good thing that for Scottish football that all the other top leagues have got it, so that we've got it as well.
James, yeah, just take you back to Saturday as well. There's a lot of talk about the pitch and the quality of the surface. Was that a surprise to you? How difficult was it to play a normal game on
it? Yeah, no, it was difficult. I think well, I've obviously only played like the kind of last 10 minutes of the game, but I think it was like noticeable bad as well. Like I think even like people in the telly could see it was quite bad as well. But I think that it makes it maybe better for us as well that the pitch wasn't great, and we still managed to, like the boys still managed to do their thing and get into the final. So I think we can take positives from that anyway.
The SFA, like you said yesterday, they're looking into ways to improve it for the final. Do you think that's a must, given the eyes that will be on that game, and around the world as well?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think just for Scottish football, for the standard of it as well. I think like the national team are going to be playing there in March as well. So I think it's good for everyone, every club, for the national team as well. That they try and do their best to make sure it's better the next time teams are on it.
Hi James. St Mirren have been praised this season for some of the performances that they've put in the league. Do you prefer it yourself as a player when a team comes out and maybe plays a bit of attacking football as opposed to just sitting in and defending for most of the game?
Yeah, but I think especially this manager, he's always focusing on what we do and how we play. Obviously, I've played here for years, and you've played against so many different teams, and teams come and play different way, so kind of used to it. But obviously, like maybe new boys and that, it's maybe a different way of playing against different teams, and I think that's good. I think that's good experience for any player to come up against different opposition, different managers, and different styles. And I think that only benefits you as a player, and obviously as a team as well, when you like go overcome, as I said, like different tactics and that against you.
And you've got obviously the final coming up and the added edge of the Old Firm game. Are you experienced enough now that you're able to just completely forget about that for the time being? Is that difficult still?
Yeah, no, I think like it's 5 weeks away, but we've got a lot of important games before then, and the manager's kind of already said like that's it done. Like obviously everyone was delighted the other day that we're in the final, but I think it will be definitely put aside until then. As I said, we've got loads of important games up until the cup final, and I'm sure a few days before then everyone will start getting excited about it. But we do have loads of games, different competitions, so there's more important things just now.
I'm wondering, James, given the style of play that the manager has you playing and the heaviness of the pitches, I imagine there might be quite a bit of squad rotation. So how does that tie in with you all trying to get a starting place for the League Cup final?
No, I think I spoke about it before this season as well. I think that the managers, like anyone can see, like the manager has changed it a lot this season. He has used a lot of the players in the squad. And then obviously once it starts, he likes making a lot of changes as well. So I think obviously that's what he's done up to now, and I think it's obviously really been good, and it's helped us maintain the high levels of performance that we've done like right through the 90 minutes. So as I said, like we've got a big squad, we've got a lot of quality in players. So I think everyone's just has to be ready whenever they get a chance or whenever they're called upon. So. I think, regards to the cup final, I think everyone will just, as I said, like kind of take game by game and looking to get as many minutes as possible for every player.
So I was having a look at St Mirren's record this season. I mean, obviously you come up against them early, and you'd have been able to see how well they're playing this season. They don't score a lot of goals, but they've got the third best defensive record in the league. So are you imagining you'll have to move the ball about and expend a lot of energy again to break them down?
Yeah, no, it's credit to them the way they play, and they manage to get results from it and pick up results. So no, that's the way that they play, and as I said, it worked against us at the start of the season, and we just know that if we play our way, then that's all we can do, and that we just want to try and get the 3 points that way.
Hi James, just it's getting to the stage of the season where the trophies are handed out. Do you think you're obviously guys like yourself and Callum have got past experiences? Is that something you can help other players with?
No, I think definitely. I think like there's a couple of us like kind of older experience that have been in about it, but I think even when the manager came in last year, a lot of new players, a big squad of players that have never been in that position before, and I think they handled it really well last year. And as I said, I think last year for a lot of the players definitely helps going into this year, the Champions League experience. I think it's a lot of it is based on confidence, and you can see the way that the players in the team are playing. Everyone is confident, and I think that definitely helps as well. Obviously. As well as the players that have kind of been there and done that before, but I think players can take confidence from themselves the way that they're playing as well.
And do you think your past experience at this stage of the season will help you start more games in the coming weeks and months?
And as I said, that's up to the manager. Like I've really enjoyed the season so far. I've maybe at the start I wasn't playing that much, and then started to come back into it. But as I said, we've got a big squad, and I think all the boys are close, and everyone wants the same thing. You want to be in cup finals, you want to be playing in the big games, and I think as a squad really close together, and everyone trusting in what the manager's doing. I think that I've seen it for years before. I think that definitely helps. I think that definitely helps the squad in being successful.
Hi James.
well done in getting to another cup final at the weekend. 𝗙𝗻𝗻𝗃's been in great form since after the World Cup. You're obviously in training with him all through the week. Can you just tell us a wee bit about the type of player he is in training and how big an impact Harry Kewell's maybe had in yourself?
No, I think 𝗙𝗻, I think all the boys that went to the World Cup, everyone was buzzing for them, and then they've all come back confident, that played with their countries, and it was obviously a great experience for them. And 𝗙𝗻's come back. He's come back flying. He's obviously scored a few goals lately, and he's just been kind of doing what he's done since he's came in. So that's credit to him. Definitely for myself, I think it helped me really early on at the start when maybe it was one game a week for the first kind of 4 weeks and didn't feature that much. But I think for myself, he's still made me feel like a part of it. And even though I'm one of the older players in that as well, I think that's still that's still really good that he was maybe taking you aside after training, doing extras with you when you weren't, just because he wanted you to do well when you do get a chance. And I think especially he does loads of drills with wingers as well, obviously, because that's where he played. So I think for me and the other wingers, I haven't spoken to them as well, I think he's had a real big impact.